of the Cult of Ic0n. Let's see where all this will lead us today. We have a wonderful defoliator ship here with some scythers sleeping, and let's see what will transpire tonight. Alright. Now, flooring's getting done. I want to have a real kitchen. Yeah. Things start to make sense again. Alright. Well, let's get started with a few things. It's time to move the stove finally to a real place where it can stay for a longer time. Then we have to consider other things. What to do with this? Well, hi Cognito and hi Joe. Welcome. Nice to see you, friends. So there's one thing I wanted to do. Viewers? No, name queue. It was here. Let's see. I'm not sure anymore. No, he's not assigned. Here we go. Now we have it. Alright. Now that I've learned how to assign colonists properly to this thing, I want to do it a little bit better. This is now truly your alter ego. Hope you guys had a nice day. I certainly did. Finally feeling like a human being again. But sadly my wife was already feeling not too well today, so probably the next wave is upon us. Hooray! Holy gosh. 100. They are in the midst of our trap parkour. Alright. Is that a statement about your well-being today, Joe, or is that just to make time pass by better for these guys? 100, man. We're going to sell those a bit. Alright. I want to repair the research bench. Cognito went into Ace insulting spree. That's okay for me. It's Friday. Ah. Of course. How could I forget? I hope you're talking about the same movie that I'm thinking about. That would be awesome. Alright. Now, what were my plans again? I vaguely remember that I planned on building a sweatshop here. And what was next? I want to create a kitchen at a good spot. Oh yeah, that's a good spot. Ha, perfect. Won't be creating any extra work. That's perfect. That's what I was waiting for, and also we can get rid of the extra copper there. After playing so much Feralisk Jungle, I am like, oh no, you can't go outside. No, it's all good. I've been literally now playing, I don't know, half a dozen episodes of that stuff in a row, and I don't know, made me a little bit angsty. Alright. Cognito is no longer on an assaulting spree. Okay, he's going for the boss. That's what we want to see. Ic0n compared Cognito's brother to a vampire. Come on, it was at least with fantasy. So, Ic0n bit his left pinky. Cognito bit his left shoulder. There's a lot of biting involved with our fighting. Did we name our temple yet? Let's see. I can't remember anymore. No, I didn't. So we do this. It will all make sense. It will all make sense, friends. Some of you are for sure already after what's riding me there. We're out of lignite blocks. Oh no. Let's exchange that with slate. It's almost as black. This wall is very important. That's why I'm like, oh no. So, but those were the last few. Okay. Slate wall. Hey there! Welcome, Kalistana. Nice to see you. Happy to see you guys here. It's wonderful to have company like that. What's going on here? Ic0n? Why are you stabbing down Cognito? Is there anything you want to talk about with me? What's happening here? So, first up, Cognito has lost his jaw. So, and can somebody please patch that poor guy up? Is that because of the, I guess that's because of the sanity loss. That's the only thing I can think about. I've never seen something like that ever before. Okay, that's intense. I think if I wouldn't have intervened here, I don't know if Ic0n would have stopped. Jeez. I didn't expect things to get that intense that quickly. First a little social fight about a vampire, and the next thing you know, Cognito, I need to check out Ic0n's cult-mindedness. It's not really high. Okay. I would have... I don't know. I'm not really rooting for Ic0n in this one. This is all a little bit odd. I hope he won't be too surprised if he's waking up one day on an altar. Well, the last time that I've spent 170 euros for clothing, it's been a damn long time. I hope it was something nice and you're enjoying it. I really hope that. But the male population can't be asked about stuff like how much money to spend for clothing. If you ask us, as much as needed and as little as possible. Yeah, shoes though. My last pair of shoes was 100 euros. Yeah, I'm the same. I always buy good leather, something my feet can feel well in. Because I tend to, I'm a person I like to walk a lot too, so it really matters for me. And Nike, does Nike actually make good shoes? I have no clue. I only know that Nike is made by hell, so can't really tell. But let's stop mentioning too many brand names before I have to flag that for product placement. Alright, okay, that was a very, very intense start, and we need a new jaw for poor old Cognito. Dang! Missing jaws are really annoying. People take forever to eat with those. So let's begin with a denture. Okay. There we go. Jeez. But that's literally the first time that sanity loss actually bit me into the back. Holy moly, the shipping fees are really brutal. Sounds like you were ordering some, I don't know, America or something like that. I only know if packages have a good insurance value, prices are skyrocketing. Okay. And now Cog has a infection. That's just what we needed. This is adding insult to injury, you know? Oh man, I love this game. I don't know, I have now so many hours on this game and it never stops to entertain me. That's the most fascinating thing. Well, I can only say good shoes are worth the money. Alright, Cog is receiving these, and we're going to do that. And now we got the infection tended, and we have the denture installed. Alright. Enjoy your new life. You're good as new, old friend. I'm trying to sell it, you know? Okay, then. So, I think I've decided that the defoliator ship can defoliate. Happily ever after. You know? I wonder if a flash storm has a chance of awakening these guys. But without a jetpack, I have really no interest in attacking these guys. Well, a rainy thunderstorm could work too. Ah, sounds like you got a really, really bad connection. Finally, those rocks are rotting away. So that's the last greeting from Randy. He lasted that long. His gifts lasted that long. So what am I researching right now? Mortars, the good stuff. We need biofuel refining after. Because without chem fuel, mortar technology is only meh. But you need to start somewhere, you know. So, you got the same thing? Alright, let me check if there's a problem with my connection here. So... let me do a little bit of a pause and I'll see if there's some problem on my end. Maybe the upload speed is blocked by something. It's the only thing that I can do here right now. So, upload speed is as usual 27.5 megabytes, so, well, if there's any problem on my end of the hardware, I can't really tell why, honestly. So, more feedback, please. If more than 2 people have the problem, I'll do the good old try to turn off and on. I will try to turn things off and on again, you know. Because I've seen heavy fluctuations on the viewer count there. So probably, well, we'll see. So, more people got the same issue. If so, I have to ask like this, I guess, because you guys can't hear me then. Poor old Cog. At least he's sharing the room with the doctor. And also please tell me if it doesn't stop for you guys. Because right now we're just at the beginning of the show. I have no problem with just restarting the computer and stuff like that. Otherwise I take your silence as... you probably deserved it. Wow. That's a very, very mature standpoint. So Cognito, you got the... do you have any of these frozen screen issues the other people are talking about? I really want to know because my PC was acting up a moment before a little bit oddly, but now everything seems to be in order. On my end at least. Fine. Alright, thanks. That's what I wanted to hear. Alright, cool. Thanks for the feedback. Because sometimes... Alright, so Cognito is researching with this infection. Well, okay. Let's see. Yeah, he's even gaining while researching. That's good. Alright. Now, after all these things have been finally dealt with, let's continue our strive. We needed more apartments the last time, I remember. So, let's do this. Lignite chunks are actually running low at this point. So, yeah, well, needs to haul more. Or needs to use more slate. That would be the other option. Alright guys, so why are we that interested in a fire outside of the base? Can we please stop that? Like, for real? I really got no clue why the game always behaves like that. I mean, I get the one grid safety zone here in the vicinity of doors or something like that. It's actually stuff I really think it's useful, because you don't want to get these destroyed, but apart from that, it's pretty dumb what the standard configuration is doing there, in my humble opinion. Alright, there we go. Ooh, look at that. The animal training is really at a good point. Seriously. And at this point, I decide to Randy's pet. Let's do this. Well, I'm right now waiting if my wife is if my wife has catched the next cold, flu, or whatever the kindergarten had in store, or if we're just paranoid at this point. I'm feeling quite great today, honestly. Having a really good time and a really good day. Hope you guys are feeling the same. Alright, mortar research is going so slowly. Well, how much consciousness is there in good old COG? 63%. So I'd say we need more of that. A second researcher, a few file cabinets, science, you know. Science. Ooh. Petra's mauling the little wild pawn. Wild pawns are cool. Well, in Germany we have a, well, what's it called? Our lockdown gets loosened with the next Monday, while the infection rates are climbing. It's totally nuts. It doesn't make any sense. It's just there are elections this year, and I only assume that the politicians don't want to mess up their re-election. That's why they're just reopening. It's madness. I've stopped caring about the madness and started playing Rimworld of Madness. Oh guys, a small raid. Thank you. So basically I'm already waiting for the third wave of COVID here in Germany. It's basically already a done deal with these decisions, so it's really crazy. Cernetinger has a bond with the bear, but can't really... here. Okay, it would have been a little bit odd. I only hope that the kindergarten can stay open. Everything else, I don't care anymore. Like, I really hope that this whole COVID shenanigans is over one day, but until then, I'm living here in my cave, doing entertainment videos for the rest of the world, and hope that this madness will pass. Alright. Well, I hope you guys are going to have a great party, and I really hope that you will enjoy that, because I think it's really time to celebrate a little bit. The ostrich method. Well, you know, I still watch way too many news, and I still care way too much because I can't do differently. No! Don't you touch Randy's pad. And there's a raid at the same time. Alright. Interesting. Alright. That's a small raid? Jesus. Alright. Let's check it out. Ice pick. Alright. Lots of guns, I don't know. CQC M4A1. That's... Isn't that a pretty heavy machine gun? G36. That's one I know. That's the one the German army uses, or used. Biocoded M2HB. Alright. That's a mounted gun. Alrighty. That's madness. I love it. Let's counter madness with madness. Let's see how many of those are going to survive that thing. That trap situation here. Hey, blank! Nice. Well, we have to research human sacrifices before we can do that. Okay, I'm on it. But Zemtis began plotting. That's on spot, blank. That's on spot. So I hope you're feeling fine, man. Thwack, 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 thwack. Stupid Ripper Hound tanking so many traps. Let's see how many will make it through the trap parkour. Rushing through there like little munchkins. All right, the army of lemmings is real though. So I'll drop Randy in front of that though. All right. So the real big problem is that this stupid grizzly is distracting my forces. So let's give everybody the gun they got equipped. Our guns are really not the best, but we got so many animals. Alright. Release the animals! Alright. Wait. Ah, I know what happened. Ic0n did defy his orders. Alright. These guys consider themselves smart. Maybe they are. What up with Sky? Alright, I knew we had more guns available. Oh, wait a sec. This sounds really dangerous. Alright, I don't know who needs the rescue here right now. But can we please finally... Dang, this went really south. I need to bond these animals to other people. That really does need to happen, and they need to stop shooting at these guys. I'll just put my people into that bubble here. So we're at least safe from their gunfire now. So we're going to bond these animals to somebody else. Release the geese, yeah. Here, that absent-minded trait is really brutal. I can't put that onto a Beastmaster. It's been the first time that it backfired on me like that. Never has before, but this time it really hit us brutally. So, let's see. First up, who's my secondary Beastmaster in this scenario here? So, Gem. Gem is a reliable person. I know him well. So, we're going to do the whole thing here like that. This'll help. Alright. Now let's check out who's dying here. This was a pretty brutal onslaught. So 11 hours here. 6 hours here. Nothing problematic here. Alright. So let's stabilize the 6 hours person here. There's no direct threat here. Okay, now. So Sky still needs some treatment. And there's now again the Grizzly in the mood for some problems. Okay. Come on, leave my sheep alone. Why always the sheep? Seriously. Get killed by an army of alpacas. Okay, now then. Petra is surviving. Sky is bleeding to death. Zemptis is already busy. Ic0n is not really a doctor. And that's better as it is. Zeus, how about you? Zeus can tend to Sky. Oh no, Cognito is already doing that. Okay, nice. Oof, what a fight. So we definitely need to amp up our defenses here by a lot. This was not enough. We need more traps. That's why I put another turn into the loop here. So... Oops. Alright. That shield pack was really nasty. Now, is anybody bleeding to death anymore? Sunnetinger is dying. And Zeus is lying in the bed. This is fine. Bleeding everything. Bleeding everywhere. So, my good old friend Lokote. Sky is tending to the dying sheep. Yeah, there are a few problems here. There definitely are a few problems here. So Sunnetinger can do that as well. Okay, now let's see. Okay, looks like we're on a good way here. Loco, going crazy. Alright, I think everything should be fine now. No more immediate danger, thanks. Holy moly. Jeez. That was scary. That was for sure scary. And what leg are you talking about? Did I miss something? Alright. Who lost his gun? I think Sylvie was... Yeah, that's Sylvie's. But let's wait. Did I acquire something better? I feel like all traps is a bit over the top of the enemy. I think it's taken down, yeah. Yeah, well, I will do that as soon as I have more effective guns. Usually I only do things like these as long as I don't really feel able to take down enemies with my own firepower. So Later this will be transformed into something you mentioned there. But that barricade there is a good statement. I keep forgetting these. And also, I'm only using that many traps because I'm living on on this forest map, which is basically teeming with wood. And that's why I went down that crazy. Usually I don't overdo it like that, but here I felt like going for that. Okay. So, Loco has a little bit of a bleedy kidney, but he doesn't care. She, actually. So, that guy was only melee. I see. Okay. Kill Randy. Equip your brittle tin battle axe. So, let's see. Everybody got his guns. Wait a sec. He was shooting all the way with this revolver while... I hope I was wrong. Okay. So, Sylvie. And the next combat, Ic0n will just stay back, chill, and don't fight. And don't lure me into any sense of false security with this... And stay just the absent-minded cult leader we all like to have here. Oh, that actually was a little bit much. Attacked preacher? Wow. My poor smelter. I'm not stopping the boss. If he wants to kill the smelter, he's killing the smelter, you know? We don't argue here about things like these. But what I wanted to do was mine this stuff out. Alright. That's the right thing. I hope you will love those new boots. So... There we go. I want the radius a little bit smaller though. Alright. Now, can we butcher that grizzly maybe? And can we please clean the puke out of the laboratory? And I need to gather some anorthoside, obviously. We are running low on that here. So my basic plan is when we got the gun turret technology online, I'll drop this whole trap thing. I guess I will do one layer of traps here, something like that, and then start using this area a little bit more thoroughly. Alrighty, now let's spend that wood. And somebody was plotting against the cult. Let's check out. Who was that? I know that was happening before. Zemtus. So my good friend Zemtus. There are things we need to get to know. Look at that. This guy is even a really talented researcher. Perfect. So, there was one technology we were talking about you should look into. I think that's the perfect thing to study for somebody who was thinking about betraying us. Research human sacrifice. I think that's a good thing. That's subtle. I hope. So that titanium ore just doesn't want to die, but I know it has tons of HP, so... To remove titanium ore, it really takes a lot. We got that Taylor bench online. Okay, wonderful. Stockpile zone. Yeah, say goodbye to your sanity. Where you go, you won't be needing your sanity anymore. So I'm going for everything manufacture, all the textiles and the whole apparel stuff, but we don't allow biocoded and we don't allow tainted. Oh well, the biocoded is not important. The tainted is really important. Sylvie needs a study here too. Okay. That's okay. Everybody gets to study a little bit here. Alright, but I want to create anorthosite blocks here as well. Alright. I introduced Rimworld to one of my classmates as War Crimes Incorporated, and he was genuinely interested. Nah, you shouldn't worry at all about that. I always feel like it's really cool when other people enjoy Rimworld. And the good thing about Rimworld is it has so many ways to be played that, you know, rather do war crimes on your computer than in reality, you know? Just my personal stance. And sometimes it's just freaking fun to be evil. That's okay. Now, this is so much work to replenish all this as well. Probably one of the biggest downsides of this whole construction is the amount of work necessary to keep it running. So no votes on the event here. Come on, don't let me down, guys. Oh no, not that again. Dirty cooking area. Aw, you guys are so nice to me. So Cernetinger is against us. Sylvie is against us. My goodness, what's wrong with you fellas? So I think Cernetinger is exactly the kind of name I would expect from a human sacrifice. Don't you agree? I feel like Cernetinger... Nobody who's really into a cult would call himself Cernetinger. That's what I think. Sylvie, though, that's something different. Alright. Alright. Another man in black? Yeah, he's Hyorin's brother. Oh, that's so good, because I know that Hyorin actually has a brother. Was talking about him a while ago, so... And I know they are pretty... They like each other quite well, so... This guy is a slob. Sloppy naturally leaves trash and dirt everywhere. Okay. Hates Stumblaber. That's okay, we need to find a replacement for Cernetinger after all. I don't know. Somehow, when I hear that name Cernetinger, I have an image of Nat Flanders in my mind. I don't know why, but I always think about Nat Flanders when I hear the name Cernetinger. Diddly do. Well, one of the 4 men in black has to go. I've never had so many men in black in my life before. We should be looking for aliens soon if the amount of men in black is increasing. And I should definitely invest in flash grenades too. So Lowell, you were not supposed to research, but nice try. He doesn't want to be the human sacrifice. You see that? He's already working hard. before anything bad can happen. Okay. Finally we get these floors here done. It's only been, I don't know how long. Ages, if you ask me. Ages. Alright. Lowell is idle though. Let's change that. Writing would be his thing. Let's put him onto the fields. Social stuff is good for him. Oh, he's a hand. No, wait a sec. He's no handler. But he's an artist. And considering that Cog was never passionate about it, there we go. Lowell is going to be my new artist. Alright. Aw, look at them. Look at them go. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We need more pillows. So, prayer pillows out of Panthera? Nah. Bird skin. Tempting. Pig skin? Nah. Camel hide. Well, it seems dark young bark. That's what we're talking about. So let's put them here. Or wait, no. These are right in front of the altar. Yeah, of course they are riding the Magaslav. I have the Giddy Up mod installed. They can use that as a riding mount as well. Here. He's allowed. Lazy Larry is allowed to be used as a riding animal. There you have it. So Sylvie is still crafting. Oh, I messed it up. Here. Okay. Slow progress. But we're going to do our first human sacrifice today, I have decided. Of course. Ic0n never cleans his room completely. So Lowell is now sleeping right next to Sylvie and Zeus. Okay. We need no rooms. Hey, Shots, welcome. Yeah, I'm doing my best to provide regular streams at a daily basis during the work week, but well, I didn't manage to do Wednesday. But is there a way to combine cult and psychic business, like a cult around a psychic entity? No. The Rims of Madness mod was designed before royalty was a thing, and it never has been updated to this point. The community only has made kind of a re-release of that mod. So sadly, what we got here is, yeah, the re-release, I'd say. So, what kind of grating will we do here? I think I'd do a copper grating. I got that stuff. So, cargo pots featuring a uranium warhammer. That's actually a good one. But there are a couple of gods we can worship out of the Lovecraft universe. So that's one thing we can do. Basically, the only thing we can do, actually. So, Sylvie, how's your cult-mindedness? Good, good. So I'm going to continue this research here, or complete the research much more. Wonderful, Sylvie, good job. Now, you don't need to do this primarily anymore. Cognito is back on the business, but so is Lowell. It's going to be my secondary researcher. I mean, I got a lot of good researchers here, but I think Lowell is the ideal choice here, because that guy just has a very good talent there for this stuff. Alright. Jem has one of his breakdowns again. That's okay. Here in the cult, everybody has his breakdowns from time to time. Who's actually the cook here? Cooking falls into Randy's department. But with these numbers right now, we should have more than one cook. Let's put that into Jem's business as well. Yeah, I like that. One doesn't simply have 4 men in black without... Dedicated cleaner, I never have dedicated cleaners. My dedicated cleaners are cleaning robots, usually. Study successful cults. Research recommended for pawns looking to become preachers. One thing at a time. Now, back to mortar research. And now we... Oh, I can now upgrade the altar? Whatever that does. No prisoner to sacrifice selected. Ah, I see. So, let's do this. Prisoner spot. Alright. Mr. Cernetinger. Let's see. Ah, Zeus is going to do the arrest. I like that. You are arrested, Mr. Cernetinger. In the name of the dark gods, we have seen your urge to betray us. Yeah. Let's just complete the last prayer pillows, because, you know, we can't do a proper sacrifice before all the prayer pillows are done. Alright, now, let's see. Sacrifice. No prisoner to sacrifice selected. Can we... How can I do this? Ah, here. So we're going to offer something to Shub-Niggurath, which is the god of the dark young and the lord of the woods, you know. That's just quite the thing we should do. Human. Ah, here. Executioner. Sacrifice. Spell. Alright. Earn favor to unlock spells. So I can't sacrifice that guy before I have earned favor. Okay. Well, then we will do an offering first. We got more than enough. Well, yeah, we kind of sacrifice meat. And we're going to do a worthy offering. Let's get started here. Offerer is not performing the task at hand. Oh, I see. Okay, Icon is not even good at... Okay, let's put that into Sylvie's hands. Wait a sec. We just do that automatically. So... I see. Now, the first golden core, I don't think that in this business we are producing golden cores. I think we're more producing... Why is Sylvie now not doing it? Okay, we're going to wait for the daytime. I think something worse is created out of this, but... Alright. Now, Sylvie is back online. Let's do this. Why are they... Okay. What do I need to do here? to get them into that thing. So let's see. I'm quite surprised that this didn't work out as intended. So let's try that one more time. Thanks. I think we can need those reefers to calm down a bit. Alright. But it seems like... So guys, no more good foreigner events, please. I'm done with those men in black. I'm done. So let's see. Why is she always busy with something else? So let's cut that out of the possibilities. Why is there no job? I can't. Maybe I can write. Maybe I can. No, I can't right click that either. Dang. Too bad. Alright, now she can't. Offerer is not performing the task at hand. Why? What's the issue here? So... maybe I just need to repeat it often enough, that order, and it will work at some point. I mean, that's a huge sacrifice after all. Maybe that's the problem, that the whole gathering process is going too slow. Don't abort. Don't abort. Why? How? Dang. Anybody knows that? Anybody has any experience? Because for me, it doesn't make any sense. Like... well... no, I really have no clue. The only thing I can think of is to disable these jobs as well, so... alright, let's just do a decent offering. And... ah, that's why. That's why. So let's let... now I know what happened there. Put Zemptis to that job and then it should work. Alright. That's a little bit confusing in the with the details. I see. And now? That was all? Okay. We'll do that one more time. Now that I know how this works, we're going to do that worthy offering. Okay. So the issue was that thing was never linked to Sylvia in any way. It was always Ic0n just being absent-minded and forgetting. So Cernetinger is berserking because he ate kibble. Alright, you berserker. Face Zemptis and his Zeus hammer. Alright. Now at least I know why the congregation had to be aborted, you know? Now it at least made sense. Ic0n had to do a smoke leaf binge. That's okay, I mean, he was providing after all, so... fair enough. Alright, so only people that have been initiated into the cult can do these jobs. And they will stop being able to do these jobs at some point. I see, I see. Alright. Might be a good topic for a tutorial one day. We do stack up a chunk of meat here. Good lord, how much meat is that? And will we get started one day? I mean, Zemptis is almost breaking down here. Even more? Good god. Okay, but now I'm able to configure Sylvie's work schedule back to normal. Zemtis gave up on our community. No. No, you don't. One does not simply give up on the cult. Alright, so I had no clue that this offering is over 1,000 units. So, okay, it's larger than I thought. Let's arrest Zemtis. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's still got that Zeus hammer. Zemtis had a change of heart and is now coming back to the colony after he smashed Zeus. So, well, that's an interesting situation. It's by far the most chaotic situation I've had since a damn long time. Alright, here we go. We can now rescue Zemtis. Zemtis will die in a few hours. Can somebody also please rescue Zeus? Thanks. Well, not the worst outcome, I'd say. So, Ic0n and Sky are builders. So, can somebody please finish that door? I really consider that very important. Okay, so... Sonatinger has changed the cell. I was wondering why he wasn't here anymore. So, we won't be... let's go for a sizable offering, okay? Alright. Let's take another research into occult deities, and I'd say Cognito is the ideal person to do this. Cognito or Gem, or... let's see. Now I at least know what the cult-mindedness and the initiation stuff is good for. I was wondering since it's a pretty long time, so... And it turned out that human sacrifices are not the first step of the cult ladder. So friends, here goes one thing I want to ask you here in the chat. I'll research now most, if not all, of the occult deities, and we're going to... I let you guys decide which deity the cult will follow. I don't want to select that myself. Zeus, tantruming. That's okay. I must admit it was a bad day. So let's go for one more. What do we have here? Nyarlathotep. Yeah, madness, manipulation, deception, and wishes. So that's one of the really nasty folks. It's looking like that. I wanted to do that with a picture. So, Nyarlathotep is the will of the outer gods and often acts as a direct agent in mortal affairs, posing as a mortal itself, sometimes serving in the very same cults that worship him. Yet he's ultimately deceptive, manipulative, and a spreader of discord and madness. Well, I don't either. Like, I only know these gods out of the fantasy literature, but I think it doesn't really matter at all which one you follow. So I think I have to. Well, it's only initial sanity loss. So I'd say Cog is allowed to research one more deity, and then we're going to release him from his spell. But if nobody wants to decide, I of course am able to decide myself. Prisoners can escape? Why? Oh, here goes another insulting spree. Icon called Sky's nephew a Tarsier. What is a Tarsier? I've never heard that word before. Fascinating. So, which one did we discover now? I need to give Cog a little bit of a break here. Dagon Ur. Oh yeah, that's the water god. The greatest of the deep ones, Father Dagon. Deep ones are immortal and continue to grow in size and monstrosity as they age. That's a water-based god. Cthulhu. Oh yeah, that would be of course pretty sick. I'd take Cthulhu if we research that. You guys like the idea? I mean, everybody knows Cthulhu after all. Don't know if he's These are actually names, yes. These are names that have been derived, and these are actually complete gods and entities made up by Howard Philip Lovecraft in the beginning of the 20th century. My favorite fantasy author of the beginning 20th century. A lot of people think he was a horror author, but I read his books and I've always had the feeling like, no, this guy was one of the first fantasy authors ever. That's at least my stance on it. Alright. I gave Cog a little bit of a break, but he has to dive deeper. Alright, Cthulhu it is. I hope I'll find him in the list here though. So we're going to cremate corpses now. I'm done with all the bad mood in my place here. So it turns out, let's see, it's still expanding though. It doesn't show the radius anymore. Now that's nasty. Glove of Shame. So, no, we're not taking any stray dogs. Lovecraft is awesome. I also really like his works. I would agree that he's one of the first fantasy authors. Yeah, like these stories about what's happening on the moon or what's happening. I mean, he was basically one of the first authors introducing the whole Hollow Earth myth, where you got a complete fantasy world inside the Earth. Pretty cool stuff, honestly. I'm seeing weird shite, pink elephant everywhere. Oh. Ah, I see. I hope you're not talking. I hope that was a joke. My mind is slipping away a little bit as well. I think Cog is just reading a little bit too much of the good book, you know. Alright, now Randy, the big cremator, disposer of bodies. I'm relieved, Cog, to read that. It's this pink elephant on the bottle. It's real beer from the Netherlands. Cool. The King in Yellow. Oh my god. That's one really nasty one. The Unspeakable One is enigmatic. He does not reveal his methods. However, he dominates individuals through the spread of his book, The King in Yellow, and his symbol, the yellow sign. So, any Darkest Dungeon players, the Collector is a homage to the King in Yellow. So, just saying. I'm gonna show you a picture of this beautiful little guy there. Wait a sec. Where is he? Hastur, yeah. This one. I snatched the thing from the hearth and crept shaking to my bedroom, where I read it and reread it and wept and laughed and trembled with a horror which at times assails me yet. This is the thing that troubles me, for I cannot forget Carcosa, where black stars hang in the heavens, where the shadows of men's thoughts lengthen in the afternoon, and then when the twin suns sink into the lake of Harley, and my mind will bear forever the memory of the pallid mask. Yeah. You kind of like this Hoster guy? Yeah, he's cool. He's one of the coolest gods in the in the Lovecraft universe, in my personal opinion. He's basically madness incarnate. So wherever this thing shows up, things go really crazy, and there's this book involved, after all. I really like that stuff. So let's just pay attention that Cog's melon doesn't explode. Alright, we gotta vote for Hastur. He feels greatly distressed. That's major sanity loss. Okay, we need to cut it here. So Cog, take a break. Lowell will take over from here. Good old Lowell. Wait a sec. I like the idea of that math prof researching dark occult gods in his free time. That's a pretty cool concept. Really like that. Alright, we're digging out the steel here. Alright, let's fast forward and see what kind of... Whoa! So, Cog again got knifed a bit. Is that somehow familiar? Yo, friend. I want you to... Please, see a bed. Get yourself patched up. So... I don't understand what was happening here. Ic0n was, yeah, rip Cog. Anybody up for a revive? I have really no clue why that kept happening. This looks actually quite buggy, honestly. I really don't understand what's... I don't know why, but whenever this bed gets... like... I don't know why that happened. Thanks. Thanks, Joe. You are just there when we need you. I have no clue what that was all about, honestly. Because it really didn't make any sense whatsoever to me. I gotta say, it felt like a bug to me. Felt a lot like a bug to me. Well, it's the perfect timing, you know? It's the perfect timing. Oh, I need to redo Cognito's schedule, though. They always lose their schedule. No? He didn't lose his schedule? Cool. Alright. Had a good run. Spidey senses tingling, yeah. Somebody needs my help. Okay, now, what kind of deity did we discover now? Cthulhu! Now, there we go. Neither alive nor dead, Cthulhu slumbers in his home of R'lyeh. When the stars are right, he will rise again to conquer the world. Should we aid him, we not only benefit from psionic powers, the tome promises our destruction will be quick and merciful. Psionic powers? Blank was all about psionic powers, no? Death may be preferable to Ic0n. Make me read the Insanity book. The good book. The good book. You're completely taking this wrong. Man. Don't be such a wuss. We're closing the good book for now. I got what I wanted. So, anybody against Cthulhu? I don't think so. Here's a nice picture of him. I really like the fact that we had the wish for some psionics here, so I feel like that's a good spot. Oh, we can't close the good book yet. Lowell needs to be initiated properly. So, how about sculptures? I like the idea. Panox is a good thing, and now keep researching, my friend, for you will be a preacher. Alright, now we got it though. Next step, we need to acquire some sacrificial goods. So let's take down the capybaras. The tortoise. Do I have hunters? Gem, Zeus. Alright, good. Oh, ground runner. Let's take it down. So, another thing. Growing zone for the ambrosia bushes. Just disable that. Now, Lowell is properly initiated, I guess. Alright. Animal. Oh, we can also do... Alright. Okay, force worship. Call your enclave to worship, okay. Now, let's change that to mortars again. So, let me check Ic0n if your character is connected. Yeah, it is. Should be working. Another bunch of alpha beavers. We had those before. Oh no, I missed my first worship. Oh, dang. So, we will do days for sermons. Alright. Let's do tomorrow a morning sermon, and let's try that. I'm curious about these, you know. We're slowly turning this into a real thing. Now we need more of that. I was building here with slate, alternating tiles. And there we go. Alright, new animals are on the table here. Alright, let's see what the morning worship looks like. I'm really curious about the whole real cult thing now. And we need to dispose the Cernetinger. Diddly doodly Cernetinger. Sorry. Ic0n is throwing a party. Just when we get an infestation. Curses. Can't we have some fun here? Like, seriously. Let's keep open that door immediately. Because I just want to have that fight going as quick as possible. Alright, Lakota can just stick up front here. Alright. There we go. So, alright. Let's just hope we are able to shoot that stuff down before it overruns us. But I've got a good feeling here. Alright. Why is my Mega Sloth here in such a bad angle? Well, that's just fine. Larry is flanking them. Oh, and also, who is actually riding Trunksy? I think Sylvie? So... I'd say I'll move my folks a little bit. Ah, that's what happened here. Some of the animals were still... Now it makes sense. Alright. Yeah, just like I thought. No biggie. Alright. I want to try out that gun. It sounds like fun, that here. Alright, there we go. Now, let's finish these things off. Oh boy, we need somebody to save Larry. Medical Zemtus. Preaching about Cthulhu. Yeah. We can do this now. We can't. It's about Larry. Well, alright. Pretty sure I messed it up here and Larry's gonna die because of that. Oh. It's too much. He will die. Oh man. It's not unusual with infestations here. That's okay though. I don't mind. So, all right. Oof. So we didn't manage to do a sermon here, but that's okay. Alrighty, friends, I'm gonna be right back in a sec. I need to see a place, and I need a fresh tea. So, turns out, tea is off the menu. Don't find time to cook myself some new. Alright, lignite meteorite. Don't you talk about my altar here. I've seen that. So I officially vote absent-minded as one of the most nasty traits for a colonist to have. Like, Ic0n is absolutely not controllable due to that. Really, a really massive downgrade to the colonist. I feel like it's a little bit too massive, actually, to be quite honest. Doesn't feel too good. I don't know the command for that one either, Hyorin, I'm sorry. Alright, that was pretty brutal after all. More dangerous than I thought. So Hyorin, the least you can do is clean Cognito's room. Oh, one of those grizzlies is again trying to eat one of my animals. I'll send Gem to solve that issue. Thing's still expanding its defoliation radius though. Okay. Alright, let's do this like that. Hold it open. Wow, that that was cool. Gotta say, that was pretty cool. I don't know, I think my pawn traits was 1-2. Try the traits one. That could work. I vaguely remember something like that. Oh, we're finally getting the titanium chucked out. Wow. That stuff was really a long-term project. Let's call it like that. So on the 7th of April, we are doing a evening sermon. Ah, now I see. The standing, the ignored there is filling slowly. Lowell is the preacher, not Zemtis. The trait which makes your character incapable of social is, if I remember correctly, the background story. The bodyguard background story. So there's not really a method of changing that, sadly, in the game. Sorry to tell you that. So let's reinstall this bed, because I really feel like it's very, very odd to have Lowell sleeping right next to Sylvie and Joe while they're loving. I don't know. It's just a little bit strange. I don't know if there's a way of changing characters' background stories with that mod. If so, I'm not aware of. I'm sorry. Ah, look, we're... So let's see, does the worship thing grow with that? Yeah, afterwards, right? Well, let's do another offering. Let's check out what that'll do. Battle animals wander in. Alright. Crocodiles. Wow, nice. That's mine. Oh, no, they only can guard. Dang, they are bad. Well, they'll go into a nice stew. Alright. This sacrifice was not bad. Let's... put that to a sizable thing. Oh! Seriously. Well, I guess I'll take another infestation, but... You guys decide, not me. Yikes. That's rough. That's gonna be really rough. Let's keep the crocs. Let's keep the crocs for now. Sadly, I can't hire any mercenaries yet because I haven't researched thingies there. Basically, everything is bad. But since we just had a infestation, the thing is, a siege is really brutal because I have no mortars myself, and usually I deal with sieges by shooting them with mortars myself, which we can't right now. So, well, okay, Cernatinger. We'll release you for now. We'll need you. Alright, that's gonna be really, really brutal, I know. I can already feel that. Oh, Lowell's social skill is increasing. Ah, and the cult initiations happen on their own like that, okay. I see. I see. Okay, so I'd say we'll do evening sermons now. Every day. As the religious community we are. Well, let's see what'll happen here. Another infestation is actually would be a lot easier than the siege, because the siege can easily just kill the whole colony. Without mortars, that is. Mortars are basically key to win sieges in general. Because without mortars, they are just chilling, camping, or however you want to call it, and shooting their rounds at your base. But if you shoot back at them, they start to go for a all-out attack on you. So that's basically what you want to provoke. Without that, it's really brutally hard to get that going. Alright. So, let's see. The Tinger is allowed to open the door. Ooh. Flee, you fool. Yeah, well, it's a little bit unfortunate for the ice bear, but... well... let's release the animals now. Alright. Alpaca died. So, I'd say we'll open the door here and rush with our guys over here. There we go. Okay, everybody who's able to shoot is shooting. That's good. Alright. That's looking good. Thanks for the infestation, friends. That's a lot better than the siege, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Icon's room looks like crap now, but, you know. Oof. We just have to patch up a few of our folks here. Let's see how many of my animals will die again. It's a real big issue about the mega spiders and infestation attacks. You pretty much always lose animals. You will die for that. Alright. He killed Trunksy. This bloody piece of... He killed Trunksy. You're so done, man. You're so done. Zemtis, execute him. We're done with that. Not even worth the sacrifice. He killed Trunksy. No. We're done with that guy. Oh, Zemtis is too friendly for that. Wait a sec. Ah, hold shift. Here. Seriously. I have no mercy with people killing Trunksy. Does elephants join? Thanks, Joe. So we have a nice little social fight to spice things up. Gemster insulted Cognito's diet. Randy compared Gemster to a monster. Man, I love that. Okay. Trunksy the Second. Thank you, Joe. You really know what's important in life. So, this Cernetinga person, can you actually... Well... I wonder if I draft somebody... Wow, Ic0n. Why? Why are you doing that? Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea what we're going to do with Cernetinga. I'm sorry that this won't be to your liking, but... Or I don't know if it's to your liking, but that's what we're going to do. Wait a sec, we're not rescuing him, we're capturing him, of course. Well, I've had worse, actually. It is pretty rough, but I've had worse. Boop-de-doo. So this time I'll make sure you guys won't be resurrecting this guy on me one more time. No more resurrections. No. Hi, Yoga! Nice to see you. What a nice moment to join in. What are you doing here? I'm punishing a traitor. So, Cernetinga. Sanity loss. Randy has experienced a fevered nightmare. In it, there were nameless things that may at this very moment be crawling and floundering, worshipping their ancient stone idols and carving their own detestable likenesses on submarine obelisks of water-soaked granite. Alright. So... now we got that Cernetinga problem solved. Yeah, we had 2 infestations there, so that's why. Now I feel better. I don't know, from all the possible events that can happen, people that start to slaughter my animals, I don't know, that really ticks me off more than any other wrongdoing there. Alright, now we want to create a little bit of clothing, I'd say. No, not that many deer skull masks though, thanks. A few more. Okay, we got already the dusters. Ic0n is dazed because of chemical hunger. Shirt and tie. Now that sounds decent. Zeus has a heat stroke. 44 degree outside. God. It's quite a lot. So let's see, how much does that bring? Not too much. Let's make another offering. And that should be enough to stop the ignorance from Cthulhu. So, I've got a little bit of a surprise today for all of you. We're going to do a stream after the stream, basically. So, I will be here for a moment longer, but so basically, I don't know. I want to try and see to get the attention of the gods, and then there's going to be a little bit of a surprise. Okay, we finished worshipping. Glanced. So here we go. Higher tiers unlock spells in return for human sacrifices, I see. Can I now ask for human sacrifices? Oh yeah. Orbital Insanity Wave. Aspect of Cthulhu. The spell targets one of your colonists and remanifests one of their limbs as a powerful tentacle. Causes a massive wave through the orbital layer of the region. This will cause ships to crash in the vicinity. Cool! Seriously, cool. Alright. Now we need new prisoners, but that won't be the biggest that won't be the biggest issue here. Maybe that nomadic shepherd trader. No. We won't. What was the worst about losing Trunksy? Trunksy was already pregnant in the late stage. That was really not too cool. Donkeys, greyhounds. Penguin eggs. Cool. But these guys don't really sell anything I'd really like to have, so let's take again all their money for a couple of bones. Because that's what we're doing here. And then let's wait out the next event. And then, my friends, I will end today's Rimworld stream at this point. Then I'll take a short break, and I'll be right back in about 10 to 15 minutes with a little bit of a surprise stream, which has been already teased in the Discord, and it also there's a little bit of a teaser here in the stream as well. Alrighty, friends, so thank you so much for this one. We're going to come back in a few minutes, like I said, with more of that. So, see you guys in a minute.